Uh, it's a familiar sighting. Chiefs
AFC.
versus, Chiefs versus the Bills, man. Let me get what you got, what you think about it, what's your predictions?
Look, my prediction for this one, it's no secret. I do not like the Chiefs. I hate the Chiefs. I'm a
Tell
Raider
them why. Tell
fan.
them why.
Yeah, I'm a Raider fan, and I just can't stand the Chiefs at all. But I um I respect great players when I see one, and great coaches when I see one, when I recognize it. So I think ultimately, I think Kansas City will probably win this one. Do I want them to? Hell no. But look, Josh Allen gonna have to overcome another hump again, and then do it again 2 weeks after that. So, um, look, the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking on homeboy to keep that red cape on with that S on his chest, and let's see if he could beat Mr. Magneto slash Kermit the Frog himself, Patrick Mahomes. We gonna see. We gonna see. I look. I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be a high scoring game or a track meet like we are used to seeing when these two teams play. I
Right.
think it's going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be a knock them down, drag them out type of bar fight. Um, but I do think in the end the Chiefs will prevail in a close game, maybe by like a field goal or 4 points.
This is definitely like pretty much how you described it. It's a pickup game. It's a tough game. I mean, if this was the regular season, I think a lot of people would feel comfortable saying Bill's gonna win. But we literally have not seen Mahomes lose in 2 years in the playoffs. It's tough to pick against that. Listen, Josh Allen is 4-1 against Mahomes in the regular season. I believe 0-2 in the playoffs against
Oh, and
him.
two. Yep.
0-2. And the one loss that the Chiefs got this year, well, two losses, but one they didn't play the starters. That was the last game of the season. They just rested everybody. But the loss that when they actually played their players that had was against the Bills. Um, Damn, this is a tough game for me. I ain't gonna lie to you because I really believe that the Bills could beat them. I really do. But I say, and we've been saying after like week 4 or 5 of the regular season that we're not picking against Mahomes no more. That's what we literally said. Uh, I think I'm gonna step out though this weekend. I think I'm gonna say it's Josh Tom, man. I just don't like the Chiefs. The Chiefs haven't ran the ball good this year. No receiver is like really popping out. I thought Marquise Brown, Hollywood Brown's gonna be more of a help since he's been back.
Hmm.
Especially last week, he didn't do much. Worthy has been stepping up recently. Kelsey looks he don't look like himself. His game was good statistically last week, but if you watch him, this ain't the Kelsey we've been watching for years. He slowed down a lot. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's that lady name he with.
Hey man, it's father time, and
Yeah,
he
that
probably looking
man,
towards retirement and having kids or something like that. Who knows?
that boy run like Jason Witten now. Like he is just like
Tippy
it's like
toes.
yeah, man. Like I don't. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and say I think the Bills got him, man. I'm gonna take this jump right now. I got the Bills winning 24, 24-21. Bills, and
Okay.
a very close game. Um, the last game we got the Eagles versus the Commanders. Third time meeting each other this year. They split the games. A lot of things happened. I got a lot of detail for this one. I don't know if you want to jump. If you want me to jump.
Now go ahead. It's on you, brother.
All right. So for this game, right? A lot of people use the say how they beat us to week 1, and they use how they say Saquon yards and averaging like 175 total yards. Both games he averages, and we only won the second game because of Hurts being injured. So I'm gonna give you a quick breakdown of the first game, quick first because I think people forget uh because we lost the game. Eagles didn't have the lead until the fourth quarter of that game. We had to lead the whole entire game. 3 quarters of the game we had to lead. Also, Saquon was on lockdown the first 3 quarters of the game. Then he had two big touchdown runs, a total of 78 yards in the fourth quarter alone. Saquon was under he wasn't doing much. And like I said, we was beating them all 3 quarters, the first 3 quarters. Then they ended up winning. They won like 20-8 in the fourth quarter. They ended up beating us by 8 points. Because we wasn't killing them. We was up by like 4. And they
Hmm.
won by 8. Yeah, and they beat us 20-8 and ended up winning by 4 in the fourth quarter. So that's one for the first game. So we had the game. We can play with them clearly. Healthy, everyone's healthy. This was like week, I can't remember what week that was, but everyone was healthy. Then the second game, so everyone's using, not everyone, but a lot of people using Jalen got hurt. So my mind is this. I usually don't go crazy over beating the team when they're a big time player for them is hurt. But I have two things about that. If he got hurt and we blew them out, I would say that. They still scored 33 points that game. They scored 33. Number two, we had 5 turnovers that game and came back and won. Something that Detroit couldn't do against us last week. We had 5 turnovers and came back and won. So y'all
Hmm.
had every opportunity to win that game. And then the Saquon thing again. Saquon killed this in the first half. He did opposite this time. He had 2 huge rushes in the first half that put him over 100 in the first half. The second half, he had 47 yards. So the numbers look great, but he's having big runs 2 or 3 times in the game. But
Hmm.
for the we're containing him for a lot of the game. So we can hold them, and this sounds crazy to say, we can hold him to 100 yards. That's considered containing Saquon at this point. I feel good about it. Um, I don't think they can stop us. Like, I know their defense is good. I do hate that our best offensive lineman towards ACL last week. And that's where Jalen Carter's going to be lining up. I do hate that Sam Cosmi's out. But I really don't believe they can stop us. I don't think we're going to go crazy and Jaden's going to have 5 TD passes again. If you do, thank you. But I don't think it's going to be that type of game. But I do believe that we're going to move that ball. And I do believe we're going to slow down. And that Hurts is hurt right now. I feel like we're gonna play them how we played them when Pickett got in. We're gonna stack that line and force Jalen to beat us with that bum leg and that weird arm he has. He's the definition of a black quarterback. No accuracy.
Hmm.
Will he be able to get off? Sure, because he's gonna have a lot of one-on-one coverage with 2 great wide receivers on the outside and a pretty good tight end. So he's gonna get some things off. But I do believe my defense is stepping up, make plays. We're gonna bend but not break. Sinistril, uh, Lattimore, my 2 safeties, Chin and Quan Martin. I love it. Louisville it's like a freaking place with hair on fire. Bobby Wagner just vets, his savvy vetness, and my DTs and all that. I feel good. So I really have us winning this game 28-24. Let me tell you though, don't be surprised if we win by double digits. Don't be surprised if we win by double digits. I have a very good feeling that we're going to get up on them and force them to do what they don't like to do and pass, and it's going to hurt them. And we might jump on their ass. I'm not going to say that. My prediction is 28-24, but
Hmm.
do not be surprised if we bust a you know what and win by 10 to 14 points again. It will be a shock to most, all pretty much, except for people like myself.
If y'all win this game, that'll be an incredible feat to go from where I was last year at this point in time to the Super Bowl. Um, when Saquon Barkley came out and was drafted by the Giants, um, the one phrase that was following him around as a draft prospect was a home run hitter. So
Man,
you could bottle this guy up for, like you said, 3 quarters, but this guy is a home run threat each and every time he gets his hand on the ball. So if you're gonna shut him down, like you said,
contain. Ain't nobody shutting
or
them down
or
with them.
contain, you can contain him. You can contain him,
Which is 100
and
yards.
even if he does get 100 yards, if you shut down the big explosive plays, um, then you could, I could see y'all winning this game. Like I said, Hurts, he's not a pure thrower. I think Jaden Daniels is more of a pure passer than Hurts. Now, the one thing I give the Eagles over this Commanders team is majority of their like big time players have been, the nucleus. They've been together pretty much the last 3-4 years. A lot of them have
I feel like offense is
played
pretty
with
cool.
each other in their when they were in the Super Bowl when they played the Chiefs, right?
I feel like
So,
the offense, not the defense.
well, yeah, the offense, of course, the defense, they
A lot
turned
of
over
young
the
boys.
defense. Yeah,
Yeah.
they got a lot of young boys, a lot of young Georgia Bulldogs, and all of that. Um, I don't think that the Eagles are equipped to play from behind. I think they're more equipped or more dangerous if they just keep chopping wood and
Uh-huh.
they just run the ball, take the air out of the clock, you know, play from in front.
Right.
Um, I do think it's going to be a close game. I do think it's going to be a close game, but it's just something about going against a team or a young player that really don't know no better. The lights is bright, but he just showing up like, hey, I'm here. Number 2 pick. Uh possibly definitely the front runner for offensive rookie of the year. All of that. Like, hey, from worst to first, like, you know, the storyline is there. So I expect this to be another crazy divisional playoff game. Um, I really don't like, to me, for me personally, I
Hmm.
ain't gonna no bias. I think you could really flip a coin with this. I think you could really flip a coin with how well both of these teams are. Um, as far as the Eagles, I would say they have, you know, more talent,
For
like,
sure.
but like pound for pound more talent,
For
but
sure.
you cannot dismiss what Washington has done all year. All year. Like, what was it? Is it like how many games have y'all lost by double digits?
One. The first game of the season, the Bucks.
See? Like, to do that, and then to be young, and to have a first year, well, it's not Dan Quinn's first year being a head coach, but first
First
year
game with
coaching this
us.
team,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Having a brand new offensive coordinator, all of, like, that's incredible to me.
Man.
So it's gonna be a coin flip for me.
Yeah, so you ain't gonna give me no winner? I need a
I
winner.
can't do it, brother. I can't do it. I
Step
ain't
on,
I
step
ain't trying
on
to.
out.
Nah, I can't.
Step on out. Let me hear something, man.
Can't do it, brother.
You don't got no winner. So just a couple stats to throw out there. This playoffs, the whole entire playoffs, away teams, it's been 10 away games for the whole entire playoffs so far. It's 10 games. The away teams are 0-8, other than one team, the Commanders, 2-0. They're the only away team that won the whole entire playoffs. They got 2 wins. Every other away team lost, so the 0-8. That's one stat. Other stats about the rookies. I'll wait till we get to that topic, as a matter of fact. Matter of fact, we'll go to that topic now. We'll go to that topic now.
Mm-hmm.
Is Jaden Daniels having the greatest rookie NFL season in the history of the NFL?
The greatest rookie NFL
Hmm.
season?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say the greatest.